"No,"
he rasped, barely audible.
"You must not do this. I love you, Lady Sandra, but I want to die. I need to die."
"What more do you require?" Kurokawa demanded, thankfully misinterpreting Adar's meaning and possibly alarmed by his determination. He'd helped create the Grik suicider flying bombs, but apparently even he considered Lemurians to be more like people than the Grik. Or possibly the fact that 4 of them obviously preferred a terrible lingering death to what he must have considered a benign incarceration even appealed to his ideal of the Bushido code he expected his men, if not necessarily himself, to follow. Or maybe he really did hope to use Adar. Fresh air, food, sunlight, and at least the illusion of space around them. That's the only thing that'll save them now.
"Very well,"
Kurokawa grunted, looking at Muraname. Then he repeated Sandra's own earlier thoughts, almost to the letter.
"See to it. After all, they cannot escape. Where could they go?" "Let me die,"
Adar groaned, slightly louder, and Kurokawa thrust his round face near the drawn Lemurian's.
"If you die, she dies, ape-man," he snapped. "I have little enough reason to keep her alive as it is, apparently. So if you care for her, you'll recover." "Lady Sandra,"
Adar gasped as they carried him into the darkness.
"How could you? I was so close."
"Shush, Mr. Chairman," she said sternly, then lowered her voice to a whisper when she kissed the matted fur on his cheek. "We're not finished yet." The guards took Adar away, and Kurokawa and Muraname stepped back inside. For just a moment, there was no one within earshot. "What you said," Diana hissed at Sandra, "about Captain Reddy, you did not mean it." "I wish I did," Sandra answered, her voice the merest murmur. She sighed silently. "No, he'll come," she said with sad certainty. "He'll have to, and not just for us. He'll do it for Balgpan Bay and however many other ships and people we lost." She nodded at Savoie's malignant shadow in the gloom. "And he can't leave that behind him, in the hands of a maniac, to come after him at its leisure. But I was right about the other part. He'll do it smart, and he'll end Kurokawa this time, no matter what it takes or costs."